Brothers and sisters, arm up. Mass killings are back and black people are the primary target. Brothers and sisters, arm up. If you don't think you can pull a trigger, get you some mace. If you don't think you can pull a trigger, get you some mace. If you don't think you can pull a trigger, get you some mace. So at least you can do a little spraying. Get you a gun, get you a couple knives. Don't leave home without something. Brass knuckles. Black woman, don't leave home without something. Black man, don't leave home without something. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. Okay? Okay? You are part of the estrogen-based anti-masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-black masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. I just came from the beach in St. Croix. I took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors in the ocean of St. Croix. Is that all right with you? Stop worrying about me and no shirt. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. His estrogen levels are a bit too high. His estrogen levels are a bit too high. Brothers and sisters, strap up. You're not safe anywhere. Not the restaurant, not the mall. You can't even go to the Dollar General no more. And I'm going to say this to black women traveling with children. I'm going to say this to black men traveling with children. I'm going to say this to expectant mothers and elders. I'm going to say this to expectant mothers and elders. I'm going to say this to expectant mothers and elders. When you walk into a store, if there's no armed security guard, I want you to leave. If they want the black dollar, they're going to have to protect black life. I said, if you walk into a store and they don't have an armed security guard, I need you to leave. If they don't respect black life, they cannot have the black dollar. I said, Walmart, I don't care where you go. The shopping mall, the dollar store, the restaurant, the poppy shop. If they ain't got no armed security, they don't deserve your money. Don't shop where your life is not valued. Don't shop if your life is not valued. The gas station, if they ain't got no armed security, stop going. They don't want to spend no money to defend black people's lives, but they want black people's money. They don't want to spend none of the money they make on black people to defend our lives, but they want black people's money. No, no, no. If it ain't no armed security guard, walk out. You ain't got time for this. But you know what else we got to do, brothers and sisters? We have to research the 3 Africans who passed away. Condolences to the family. We have to research the 3 Africans who passed away to see if any of them were strategic murders. Don't go into any store without armed security unless you are armed. Unless you are armed. You got to strap up. Get your license to carry. I don't care if you ain't got no license. You got to have defense out here. The U.S. government has communicated to all people in America, black life has no value. Black life has no value in this country. There has never been a day in the history of this nation. There has never been a single day in the history of this nation where black people were treated fairly and equally. You can't give me a day. If you know of a day, give me a goddamn day. Give me the day. Name a day. Give me a date where on that one day for 1 hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, 18 hours, give me a date where on that day white folks treated black folks equally for an hour. You can't give me a minute. You can't give me a second. They are always scheming on how to disadvantage black folks even more than they already have disadvantaged us. Did you hear what I just said? I said they are always scheming as to how they can do a better job. They are always scheming as to how they can do a better job practicing racism. You
Negroes are under the assumption that white folks are trying to do away with racism. You silly ass Negroes. You actually believe that Barack Obama being in the White House meant that white people were trying to do away with racism with your dumb ass. Let me tell you a little secret. Whenever white folks look like they about to get rid of racism, that means they really about to strengthen racism. Let me say it again. Whenever it looks like white folks are trying to get rid of racism, that means they about to strengthen racism. That's what that means. What that means is they need to distract you. They need to distract you long enough to refuel the machine. And that's what they did for 8 years under Barack Hussein Obama. They distracted Negroes long enough to reorganize and refuel white supremacy all over again. There has never been a second where they have not practiced racism. You can't give me a single second where they have not practiced racism.
How can a black man sit on YouTube and do nothing but gossip? Gossip, all day gossip, your whole page, nothing but gossip, gossip, gossip. With all the problems we got, all y'all can do is gossip, gossip, gossip. Can we please do something productive? Can we please, I don't do nothing but talk. You sure about that? Last time I checked, I'm the only one in the conscious community building 2 relevant institutions. Last time I checked, I have totally transformed the way black parents deal with the educational system. Last time I checked, I've saved more black boys' lives than the hospital room. Last time I checked, I'm the reason thousands of black children are no longer on psychiatric medication. Last time I checked, I'm the reason tens of thousands of black children were not diagnosed with ADHD. Last time I checked, I'm the reason why so many young black men and women are not in prison. Don't ever ask me to give my resume. Nobody in the conscious community does more work than me, and you could quote me on that. Nobody in the conscious community does more work than me. Interviews is not work. Lectures is not work. Books is not work. Understand? Work. Work. Real work. I'm King Kong consciousness because of the work, not because I'm the best public speaker. But I'm the hardest worker, not because I'm the best public speaker, but because I'm the hardest worker, not because I'm the best public speaker, but because I'm the hardest worker. And in fact, for that comment, you are being entered into the book of Negroes. For that comment, you have just won yourself a place in the book of Negroes. Do you know what the book of Negroes is? That is a book where all names are kept of Negropeans who will never be allowed inside the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for any reason. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Book of Negroes, we not giving you a notice. If you dumb enough to show up to the school and you want to be escorted out by your neck, no problem. Security will be tight. No problem. Book of Negroes. Once you in the book, you don't get out. Once you in the book of Negroes, ain't no coming out. Let me get him out of here. We have a crisis of estrogen beta males who are so miserable with their life that they can't say nothing good about another black man.